So I've had this car for about 4 years. I was originally after a white one. Then this popped up in the market in Melbourne. Went down, had a look. Loved it. It was a beautiful car. It was just a little bit out of my budget. So I sort of walked away from it because it wasn't the right colour. And then probably about 2 weeks later, the guy gave me a call back and he said, you know, I really need some cash. I've got another Z I'm working on, so I need to move one project to finish off the other. And I threw him an offer. Like a ridiculously low offer, and he goes, yep, take it. So it was like, this car came to me basically. Yeah, it just really came to me. He's like, we need to be together, and you know, it just worked out perfectly from there. Yeah, 1971, so over 50 years old, so she's got the quirks of a 50-year-old car, so it takes a bit of time to start her up on a cold morning, and she does backfire a bit, and she doesn't like sitting idle in a hot sunny day either, so she'll just crack a fit and stall and won't start again for a couple of hours. But yeah, I think that the shape and the style of this car is just a classic as soon as I made it, and it just turns so many heads wherever we go and wherever we drive. So within those 4 years, I've done a lot of like minor improvements that most Z guys do. Got it on the road, so there was a bit of money needed to be spent to get it back on the road and roadworthy and running with a lot of reliability. So I do take it driving quite a bit. So we do go down, you know, Lawn every second weekend, down the Great Ocean Road every second weekend. We'll go down to Grampians, or we'll go down to, you know, 12 Apostles. It's like big long drives that we go, and hasn't skipped a beat at all, which is really good. So that reliability was the first thing that we did. From there we got triple Webers installed, which gives it that really nice, deep, throaty kind of purr to the car. The next lot of upgrades we did was the suspension, so we got coilovers put in, so it sits a lot lower now. I really like a low stance kind of looking car. It's got a bit of natural camber at the back as well, so drop that ride height right down, which, you know, there's a bit of compromise with the long drives and the bumps, but you know, it looks really good. So and putting on the thicker profile tyres actually helped out a bit in filling out the guards and that ride quality as well. And then probably about just over a year ago, I had it parked in my garage, and I had an Amarok ute, and I actually just a brain fade reversed into it and put a big dent like in the bonnet like that. So I got some money from the insurance and to repair the front bonnet, and the panel beater said, well, we've got to fade in all the paintwork for the fenders and all. So I said, you know what, might as well just do the whole car then. So we've had it stripped back, a lot of rust repairs done to it. All the chrome bits have been re-chromed, all the internal nuts and bolts have been re-chromed, so there's things you're never going to see that have been fixed and re-chromed. Even the windscreen wipers re-chromed, replaced. We had bulky rear vision mirrors on the sides, replaced it with the original, or not original, but original side mirror, so it's only got the one mirror, which is what is pretty much standard when they came out. So yeah, it's had a fresh paint job, yeah, new bumpers, hasn't got the bumper stops, it's just a nice smooth kind of look. The last bit of upgrades that we did were the front suspension, so Techno Toy Tuning T3, lower control arms, fully adjustable, move the wheels any direction you like. It's made a world of a difference in performance as well, and it looks really good underneath the car, so not that you can see it either. But if you have a look under the car, it looks really sexy. It's just amazing, you know, how much gear is available for the car. Like, there's stuff you get from Tokyo, there's stuff you get from the States. There's great suppliers in Australia as well. Like, there's a guy in Melbourne who does carbon fibre, like brand new bonnets, brand new fenders. You can replace all the panels with carbon fibre if you wanted to. So there's just so many parts available, and even the badges I got direct from Nissan. So brand new badges from Nissan. It's just crazy that they still got, it's gone full circle, hasn't it? Yeah. So it's just, you know, I think the next thing I'll do is probably the headlights. They're still standard. Probably go the Dapper lighting route, which are quite expensive, but they are designed specifically for the Zs. And I think the guy who owns Dapper Lighting is actually a Z enthusiast himself. you can't compromise on safety, especially driving at night, because at the moment it's like holding up 2 candle lights in the front of the car. The days where it's playing up and I'm like, get frustrated, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sell this. I'm going to buy like maybe the new 400Z, or maybe I'll go and buy a Supra and have some change left over. But I don't think so. No, I think once you're on the road and you're driving, you've got the windows down and you smell the petrol in the car, and it's just a car that I think I will have forever. But yeah, that's the Z.